Hello, my friends. This is Teacher Allison, and as you may or may not know, I am a former VIP Kid teacher, and as I have been looking to find what I'm going to do next, there were several places that I went to immediately that really helped out a lot, places that I found on Facebook, and I wanted to go ahead and share these places with you. You may already know about them, you may know about one, you may know about two. I hope, regardless, that these will be helpful places for you to visit. So let's take a look at some of these. And the first one we are going to look at is ESL Diversified. This page has been a lifesaver, not just for me, but I think for so many other teachers. This page originally was created while all of us were still teaching for the kiddos in China. But Lexi, who had created this page, very wisely decided that she was going to help others diversify, as you can see. Because for many of us, working that one company wasn't going to be enough of an income. And if you wanted to work from home for all of your income, you might need to reach out to other companies. This has been a fantastic site because once the Chinese companies stopped using their foreign teachers, so many of us lost our jobs. This has been a place to find online ESL teaching or tutoring positions that are not in China. And not only that, many of these are positions that you can find that work throughout, you can work them throughout the day because you're tutoring all over the world, which means that you can work anytime, regardless of your schedule, regardless of your time zone, regardless of whether you even live in the US or not. So this has been so helpful to so many people. This place has actually been a place where I have found out about different companies. I had no idea there were so many different companies that weren't serving China. I honestly thought we were just this tiny little niche, but you'll see a lot of the same ones over and over again when people are talking. You've got Cambly, Ingu, this one is a Cambly one again, Nova Kid, right? And then you're also going to find people talking about different curriculum. So if you're a teacher who is planning to teach, be self-employed as you're teaching, this is another location where you can find curriculum. And then not only this, but you're also finding some jobs that are not necessarily teaching jobs. Maybe within your skill set, within your wheelhouse, but it is something that is not teaching ESL. So using those skills that you have honed as an ESL teacher, using TPR, using your hands, using your expressions and your voice to do something else. Another thing that they do each week is they offer up additional information. The admin, they are savvy people as well. And what they have done is they have something like Wellness Wednesday, for example. These are things to remind you to kind of cue into what's happening in your world, in your mind, your body. So they're very helpful, just reminding you to take some self-care during all this very stressful time. So we're highlighting Wellness Wednesday. They also have a business themselves of next step teachings, which we will highlight another time. Fridays, they spotlight additional companies that you may not have heard of. They give you so much information. Once again, this is probably my favorite spot to job search. That was Online Teaching Diversified. That is the name of the group, but you'll find it under ESL Diversified. This is where you will find the group, and it is a private group. so you will have to ask to be a member of that group. The next one I wanted to share with you is VIP Kids Teachers Who Travel. Now, I don't want you to get scared off because it says VIP Kid or because it says Teachers Who Travel. They're talking now about other remote opportunities. So we have questions about VIP Kid, but then, hi all, have you used Alipay before private tutoring? Do you know if it transfers to American bank accounts? Thank you in advance. These are great questions like this one is a great question when you are planning to do tutoring on your own. There's a Canadian-based tutoring company called Paper. So again, they're looking for jobs as well. Ingu, all right? So all sorts of questions and answers. And again, you're going to find a lot of things about traveling and probably some questions related to VIP Kids Global, their new global platform. But you'll also find questions that have to do with finding remote jobs. All right, so once again, let's pull that one up. This is VIP Kid Teachers Who Travel and a private group, so you will need to ask to be admitted to that group as well. The next one that I am pulling up for you all is called Kiss That Cubicle Goodbye. Now this one is not a teaching site. This one is remote positions. So if you are burnt out on teaching or you're not having any luck finding that position that you're looking for, this is going to be a great one for you to check out as well. This one, legit work at home jobs, side gigs, side hustles, and extra cash sites. I've been following this one for a little bit and I see people posting, thank you, I found my job, or I'm interviewing with these two places. What are your thoughts? This is one that you don't have to have that fear of going online and just typing in remote jobs and having that fear that they're going to be a scam of some sort. The admin of this particular site have obviously done their homework. They have again, so many options. You can also check out their other page, Two Chicks with a Side Hustle, okay? So they do reference that one a lot on this page. So we're looking at jobs from Cigna, for example, CVS Health, TELUS International, and I see this one coming up quite a bit, $14 an hour, and they do specify on these non-phone, flexible hours, self-directed. They have so many options here. Just as this person says, just had to stop by and say it's so uplifting to hear so many people getting hired. And they are. Discover, again with TELUS, Omni Interactions. So, job captioner, all typing, no talking. After all the teaching we do, that sounds like not such a bad deal. All the talking we do. All right, and again, Cigna. So you can just scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. This is a really great site as well. Okay, a list of part-time jobs on their blog. So click the link for their blog. So many opportunities here. I have seen a couple of educational ones. So, you can certainly go to their search area here and you will find some educational ones. But most of them I've seen have been outside of education. But these are all work from home, remote jobs. It's another really fantastic place to check things out. So once again, let's take a look at this group. It's called Kiss That Cubicle Goodbye. So if you're looking for a remote job outside of education, this is a fantastic Facebook page to join as well. All right, my friends. I hope that those were helpful to you and that maybe one of those is a new site for you and will give you some helpful information in finding a job. I would love to hear how your job search is going, has gone, what you're doing. Please feel free to comment below and You know, maybe on our comments on this page, you will be able to find a position or a company that you haven't looked at before. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you next time.